a lot about big lineups and going with Kelly Yves or whatever. But last night you finished with the Bruce Brown at the 5 lineup, just something you had kind of talked about when you got here. How important is that versatility to have the ability to go, hey, if I got up at 2 7-footers, I can, but I can also go, and play the small ball fill that has kind of, taken over the NBA in recent years.
It's a luxury to be able to have that versatility. We hadn't really had it all season where we could go big, we can go small. It was mostly small for us. So being able to have the versatility to play different lineups, see what they look like, it's a luxury, and it worked out for us last game.
What does that say about Bruce that he, this is something he's done for his career? He's a 6'4" point guard who is, who's out here playing the 5 and not much time. What does that say about Bruce?
Well, he's done that over his career. There's times where he's been the 5, and I think about him in Brooklyn, and they played him at the 5 a lot, playing in the pocket. The biggest thing about Bruce is he just knows how to play, and so you can put him at any position. He knows how to thrive in those circumstances. But it was good to have that group on the floor. We got some good tape on that group together, and we'll continue to explore.
Willie, last night you mentioned how unique it is for Zion to be able to process within the game on how opposing teams are guarding him, make adjustments, and play better down the stretch. Can you expand on those thoughts?
Yeah, it's something that I've watched as I've watched him play over the last 3-4 seasons, that he can pick up on how teams are guarding him throughout the course of the game. And he may not spot it right away, but as the game progresses, he picks up on what they're doing, and he'll adjust in the middle of the game. And I saw it happen against the Clippers where, he started to just attack quicker because he understood they're loading up on me, they're bringing multiple guys, so if I attack before the defense is set, I could probably get some easy ones. We saw that coming down the stretch of the game.
Was there one moment where you saw it? Do you remember a specific play or one spot where he's like, okay, and then the next one he's like, okay,
I felt like it started to happen around the end of the third quarter, where he started to pick up on, okay, I see how they're playing me, and I'm gonna explore some different options here.
Do you feel like his reads are though improving, and especially maybe from a point guard's mentality, where you have to get your own score or look for somebody else, where it's there's still some turnovers that he's got to figure out, but everything else though it's better, more improved than say at the start of the year.
Yeah, I think we're getting more comfortable together as a group. Since the break, we have more consistency with lineups and with substitution patterns, so guys get acclimated to playing with each other, and I think that helps. But the ball's going to be in Z's hands at times. We trust him to make good decisions. I feel like he did that last game, 12 assists. Yes, we all need to cut down on the turnovers, and that's a big part of our goal, but overall, he's making pretty good decisions out there.
Hey, Willie, when Bruce was going through his struggles, did you have to talk to him, or you just knew he could kind of work himself through it?
We spoke at the beginning. I thought it was important for him to have clarity on how we want to attack the rest of the season, his role with our group, and then from there, he'll just continue to work through it.
What kind of strides have you seen really Karlo make that's really stood out to you? Because what we're seeing on court, his decision making seems to be better. He's getting in the right spots. But what are you seeing?
The biggest thing that I'm seeing is his ability to step on the floor and compete. He's outworking, out-competing, and I think that allows us to see his talent. As a young guy, that's what it takes. You're stepping on the floor with veterans. They've been in these scenarios, been in these situations, so you have to try to outplay them first, and he's doing that. On top of that, he's talented. He can shoot the ball, he can go up and finish. He's got high IQ, he can make passes, and then defensively, he was solid for us last night.
Hey, Will, how is Yves doing with his left ankle? Is he fine, or is he kind of dealing with it?
He didn't do much today, but we'll see how he feels tomorrow.
Yeah. With Yves getting injured for a little bit last night and coming out of the game, I talked to Mo afterwards, and he said that he kind of got thrown in a little bit more than he thought he was going to be, but he wanted that challenge. He said he asked you for it. How does he fit in with this team, or what more can he add?
No, it was good to have him. Another 7-foot center that can clog the lane, block shots, rebound the ball. We've struggled this season rebounding, so he helps in that area. He can pick and pop. He can play in the pocket offensively. And so we want to continue to explore some options with Mo on the floor and continue to use him in a way that helps us both.
Well, have you thought about the big man rotation? Say if everybody's healthy and available, will some guy have to probably sit each game?
I don't know. We haven't got down that road yet. We'll see what happens when we get there.
Yeah.